Hey lovies, this is Christina with Karma's Eye Psychic LLC, Mystical Charms DBA here on Universal Spirit Podcast, and we are into season 12, Haunted Doll Tales. So today, lovies, we'll be talking about Kate the Psycho Paparazzi. Now, when I saw this doll on Facebook Marketplace, I honestly did not see the toy camera that came with her. But when I looked in her face, I felt something very deeply disturbed, deeply psychotic, really like catatonic, in a trance type energy, where when people go off doing things in a trance where they initially just cannot be stopped, they just continue to do them and they're very unaware of the world around them. So the flashes I got was that she lived a fairly active life or had been around a lot of people. However, there was like a theme of her not speaking so much, but really just kind of observing, right? Taking notes and just overall being nosy. If she wanted to know something, she got to the bottom of it, but asking questions was not the way for her to get the answers. Just like some other dolls I've spoken about, the feeling I got was, at some point she was fairly normal, active, and, just like everyone else, but then there was like a shut-off valve somewhere in her spirit where it just completely stopped, with no particular reason for it. It just seemed to be her time, I guess, to rescind into herself. It was like her desire to be wanting to know everything kind of taken over her. It's almost as if her subconscious kind of possessed her conscience, where she pretty much is where she wants to be, but it's not how normal people would operate, right? So she also gave me the feeling that I get when I'm learning about like mothers who harm their children, but like not in a small way, like in a big way where they unalive them. Like we got Sarah Smith, or we got an Andrea Yates situation. Those would just be examples of women who their mental health just did not, their children did not survive the mental health of their mother, so to speak. Now, I would say the creepiest thing about this doll when I picked up the doll from the previous owner was that I didn't see the camera. So, like, when she had the doll in a box, I could just see the doll, just the doll. And then when I decided to take her home and pick her up, one of her, like, doll fingers had, like, the strap around her finger, and I picked her up, and there there's a little mini camera there, and I was like, oh, that's a nice little addition. I wonder what that was for. Lovies, not even 24 hours later, okay, because of course, like I said, I took her home, okay, because that's how I do the channeling, and I could sleep, but I promise you, I woke up in the middle of the night, and two things happened. I clearly heard somebody whisper my name, and of course, according to Appalachian wisdom, you do not answer, but I clearly heard somebody whisper my name. And then when I waited long enough to as if like I didn't hear it, I just kind of like rolled over, turned around like in my bed, and I saw a flash out of nowhere. I didn't hear the sound because the little camera actually makes a sound when you click it, but I saw the flash without touching it, without even being near it. My bedroom and my kitchen or my dining room are not that close to each other, where that would be possible. However, the flash was clearly there and I was freaked out. And no, this did not happen at 3 a.m. This happened literally randomly. It had to have been about maybe 1 or 2 in the morning, because I don't think that really makes a difference. However, I got a actual flash after the physical flash of the face, like in my face, like her face in my face, like, I got you, like I got you at a very vulnerable moment type thing. And of course, the very next day into the warehouse she went. But yeah, just let you know, the camera may go off very randomly. It's just a symbol that she is always watching.